All right, guys, welcome in. Welcome back to Above Ground World News, reporting from FEMA Region 7 on a Taco Tuesday. Here we are, free margaritas for everybody. Anyway, here we go. We're going to jump into this crazy stuff going on with NASA. NASA is flying all over the fault lines, the volcanoes. Thanks, Eric, for sending this to me so I could take a look at it. And something really crazy about this is that this is the same plane that they do the chemtrail experiments, the bunker, or the where they have the plane, the smaller plane that flies into the chemtrails to document the different mixes that they fly. We show this plane all the time. Now, what they're saying, let me jump over to the other scene here. Let me get that closed down. Oh, before we jump into this too, thanks out there, Susan B from Napa Valley, California, and Donna G from Reno, Nevada. I went by the PO today. Much love out there. Thanks for helping us. Anyway, here we go. We're going to jump into this. Look, they're censoring the data. Right over where I showed the short sprays earlier today on the short video, they're censoring the data. But we'll get into this here in a minute. Let me get over here. Right here, we're watching this NASA 817. This is the actual live tracking feed right now. Now, he's been flying up around Yellowstone. If we go back a few days, they were low flying around, I don't have these in order. That sucks. Wow, did it change on me here? Here, we'll get back to that. Wow, I had all these loaded, and now they're not working. So yeah, they were flying real low over LA. And what they're going to say this is for the smoke. Well, that's not true. We can look at the worldview map. There's no smoke where they're flying. This is the chemtrail plane. And I'll show you in that NASA video. This is the same plane. This is the plane that they test the chemtrail mixes, the jet fuel mixes, the JP7, the heavy metals, and all that stuff. So they're flying all around the volcanoes. And here's a little clip of a video I did. I can't even remember when I did it, but here, let me play this clip real quick. Effects of a huge volcano eruption to block the sun's rays and fight global warming in $2.3 million study funded by Bill Gates. Are you serious? They hope this will have a similar effect on a erupting volcano that happened down in the Philippines, releasing 20 million tons of sulfur dioxide that cooled the planet by 0.05 Celsius for 18 months. It's cold enough. What the hell do they think they're doing? Remember the article just not too long ago, how they wanted to...
Well, scientists at NASA are now trying to prevent future events, which they say may just be the only way to save the human race.
Check this story out.
Supervolcanic eruptions have had some devastating effects on our planet and all those on it. Therefore, experts at NASA are working on some risky strategies to prevent one from happening, since we may be on the brink of one erupting very soon that could be on the verge of exploding. According to the United States Geological Survey, 3 extremely large explosive eruptions have occurred at Yellowstone in the past 2.1 million years, with a reoccurrence interval of about 600,000 to 800,000 years.
600 to 800,000 years. That's like a heck of a leeway there.
The most recent took place 640,000 years ago, suggesting that Yellowstone is overdue for an eruption. And when NASA experts analyzed the problem, they thought the most logical solution would be to cool the volcano down. NASA has a plan to drill a hole into the side of the volcano and pump water through it.
So they think it's a good idea to frack into the side of Yellowstone National Park. That just doesn't sound good. So if that wasn't bad enough, we got the Mercury News trying That's right. They want to frack into the side of Yellowstone. But what are they really doing out here? So they're flying right now. Look at these patterns they're doing. And it's right over volcanic areas. But this is a laboratory, man. This is not a normal plane to be flying over the volcanoes and fault lines. So we got a lot of people here tracking them. And like I said, they're going to say it's on the fires. There's no fires where this plane is flying. We can look on any of these maps and see this is the chemtrail laboratory plane. So tons of tweets coming out about this. Oh yeah, you got to throw in the fake, like they're actually looking for fires. That's not what they're doing. We get out of that one. Let's close that one down. So this is what they're trying to say this is for. It was scheduled for Monday, July 29th. You can find out all the flight plans. Man, I forgot to copy all these stupid links. Let me copy these while we're here. But what they're saying, fire emissions in the U.S. are approximately half of the northwestern wildfires and half from prescribed fires. Prescribed fires. You mean like the Paradise fires, like intentional fires? So anyway, it shows you right here on Tuesday, 7:30, either 8 hours access or a flight to be determined Tuesday. So you got a flight planning meeting at 10, pre-flight meeting, AC door closed, social media. So you can find all these links if you want to look into that part. But we know, here, let's play this clip, see what the main stream.
But they seen this plane fly by at low altitude yesterday. I believe you saw it, Jasmine. The LA County Sheriff's Department sent out an alert after it was seen cruising over Altadena. They learned of the plane, a DC-8, belongs to NASA, and here's a sped-up look at its flight pattern that you're about to see. We put in a call to NASA to find out why they were flying so low, but they did not respond. I guess.
Did not respond. So we had, well, this one was even back on the 22nd, so they've been out here for a while. So they're out here, you know, who knows what they're plotting. And then you got this NASA bombshell, Earth's rotation is slowing, and it could cause major earthquakes. You know, they could just make this stuff up and then use, you know, a low frequency weapon and create an earthquake or a tsunami and blame it on something like this. That's why we got to keep our eyes and ears open to these people. So according to the Matthew Funk Solar System Ambassador for NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who wrote a, am I at the beginning of this? So they say Earth's rotation is slowing as our planet uses energy to keep the tidal bulge ahead of the moon's orbit. The moon's gravity keeps Earth's rotation in check, and to do this, the lunar satellite orbit must be slightly ahead of the Earth's as the moon attempts to regulate Earth's rotation and slow down. The moon moves slowly away. You know, the moon is slowly going away. Like it's going farther and farther away. I mean, it'd take millions of years for it to be gone, but some of us think it's more of a, it was towed there anyway. So this bulge attempts to rotate at the same speed as the rest of the planet. As it moves ahead, the moon attempts to pull it back. This slows the Earth's rotation down. You know, if I want to read this crap, man. Screw these guys here. What is this? Oh. I'm not real prepared tonight, but hey, we're doing what we can here. And my links are hardly working. So here's the live. Let me copy this link. So if you guys want to track this baby, I'll put these links in the description here in just a little bit. Let me get that closed out. Let's go ahead and get into a couple other articles. Then we'll jump into some other. Yeah, we got the black supermoon tomorrow. Man, I need to get the observatory going. I mean, I got it kind of going. Need to do some deep space stuff here. Anyway, Sweden bans mandatory vaccinations over serious health concerns. So while Sweden's trying to ban vaccinations, the rest of the planet is trying to be forcibly vaccinated. All the kids are trying, they're trying to forcibly vaccinate. Yeah, they were doing some sneaky spraying here over Missouri. If you didn't see the video from earlier, it's uploaded. Now up in Alaska, Fairbanks goes dark for the first time in more than 2 months. So nautical twilight spread across parts of the interior. This means that many Alaskans, including those in Fairbanks, finally got to experience some darkness. Now, we got fires going on, lighting up the sky out there, and we got tons of aerosols being deployed. We seen them last night. Guess what? They're still there. How come this NASA plane isn't flying over the Russia fires or over the Alaska fires? No, they're flying over the earthquakes and the volcanoes. So we got to keep our eyes on them. So glyphosate found in urine of 93% of Americans tested. That's crazy. So this was a unique testing project that started in 2015. The European Union is currently in the process of putting restrictions on the glyphosate due to health concerns. They're still using it down in Australia, like big time. Man, stuff never ends. Little known facts. We just found the Texas License Bureau and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are running cloud seeding tests all over the place down in Texas. Well, here's another one. This one is out of central Arizona. Little known facts about weather modification, aka cloud seeding. I thought they said they didn't do this. This is from 2018. Same as they come out from 2018, then we just now get the information. Now that we're starting to see some precipitation in the upper basin, cloud seeding programs can help us generate more snow, potentially reduce some of the impacts of the initial dry winter months. So just another license bureau coming forward. We find the information that no mainstream talks about this. Look, cap your weather, your future. Central Arizona project. So it's a weather modification company out of Arizona. We just keep finding these things. You got the ground-based guys there that we went over a couple weeks ago there in Idaho that are creating snow with the antenna arrays, the mobile antenna arrays. So it's just going on everywhere. Here was the Rainmaking Control Act of 1967. It's a PDF. I'm going to put this in the description too. Let me paste that in there. Rainmaking Control Act 1967. The act to regulate certain rainmaking and other cloud modification processes, to make provisions with respect to claims for damages against persons lawfully engaged therein for their other purpose. So they had a cloud seeding act back in 1967. And it was for improving primary production either generally or locally, and whether with respect to one or more or other primary product, for improving water storage, reducing fire danger, and any other sufficient purpose that they deem they want to use it for. Oh, and if you did a weather project without telling them, you get $1,000 fine or 12 months in jail. The Rainmaking Control Act, 1967. It's going on, been going on, still going on, will never stop. All right, so this article, I don't even know where it come from, but I'm going to read it. We talked about how down in New Zealand, you got millionaires buying land. They're killing everything down there with the 1080 and all kinds of stuff. But here's an article that somebody wrote called The Poison Nation. When it comes to trout, the bugs drive the bus. No bugs, no trout. My letter to explain the horrific destruction of trout fishing in New Zealand. I want the world to know that New Zealand is not the clean, green, pristine they advertise, more like polluted. I want the world to know, save yourself the heartache of going there and being disappointed or poisoned. To whom it may concern, I just returned from my umpteenth trip to New Zealand. I've been going there since 1983. In the past 3 years, I have been going for 3 months a year to fly fish. My fishing partner has been going for 30 years. So they have boots on the ground experience. Was there when the recent massacre took place in Christchurch, but I'm not writing about that. I'm writing because, oh no, I lost my spot. There is a bigger picture as to what is going on in New Zealand. We returned from our New Zealand trip this year 1 month early. The country has been saturated with poisons, most significantly the 1080 poison, sodium monofluoride. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is a chemical name which accurately describes the structure of manufactured 1080 used for pest control in New Zealand. Here, I need to cough. Hang on. All right, I'm better now. They have been dropping 1080 poisons, saturating the country since 1954. 1080 poison is deemed by the WHO as a weapon of mass destruction and banned throughout the world, only used by Australia for dingo control. New Zealand uses 95% of that product in the world. It kills anything that needs oxygen, everything that needs oxygen. It kills everything from microscopic organism to horses. But more cruelly than one can imagine, one veterinarian likened it to be electrocuted for 2 days straight before the animals actually die. I could go on with more facts. 1080 was originally developed as an insecticide and turned it into a pest control agent, save the birds, but it kills birds, deer, stock animals, cows, horses, sheep, and dogs, and trout. So paradise has been poisoned. I mean, this article goes on. I'm going to leave it, so if you guys want to check out all the links that they have here. I mean, tons of links of, cows dying and, mass deer populations poisoned. So just, this is what's going on in New Zealand. This is what they're fighting. So pray for the people down here. They're getting screwed. We're all getting screwed in one way or another. So all these governments can't be trusted for nothing. And let me see if I got that pasted down here. I'm going to try to go ahead and put some of these links in. Oh, dang it. Man, I'm just not on it here tonight. Undo. Okay, now I need to copy it. I almost deleted all the links. So let me pop these in the show links. Just bear with me here, guys. It's one of them days. Today was like a Monday for me. Alright, trying to get rid of these older links. Because sometimes if I got too many links in there, it'll just go. So some giant dinosaur bone was found in France. I mean, this thing is huge. So it's 6.6 foot long femur bone. How do we know this isn't from a giant? Oh, get into that later. All right, let's go ahead and jump into some of the maps here. So anyway, I wanted to, I was trying to check out the little short segmented spraying today, and they're blocking the whole central part of the United States. I do have another layer, maybe two, that we can look. Check out the aerosols being deployed over here in Kansas. So you got a big aerosol operation. Now they were doing these little short segmented sprays here in Missouri. I mean, they're like not even picking up on here. I'm sure they'll pick up on the GO 17. We're going to go ahead and take a look at a few things here. So you notice where the you got heavy spraying over Idaho. Goes over Idaho through Nevada again. Ooh, do we have a fire going on here in California? Look at all the spraying operations. Let me let that clear up a little bit. Sacramento, you got one big fat liner coming over, and then they start gridding here in Reno. So yeah, it's slowly trying to clear up. Yeah, I had some other videos I did, but I didn't have time to upload them. Here's the fire going on in Oregon. So it's pretty clear today up here, other than Idaho, parts of Nevada. But when we get up over here to the north, wow, why is this thing just not? Look at that. I'm going to show you guys where the heavy duty spraying is. Look at all the spraying going on over Russia. It looks like they're trying to burn up the whole area up here. So you got both sides. You got Alaska and Russia. And you got this big heat dome right over the Arctic. And that's where all the major spraying operation. I mean, we're talking huge spraying operation up here. Just all over the place up here. You don't think they're working together? Better think again, because they're all out here. And then we had the weird ship tracks that were right here. Look, this flume. I can go back to yesterday. Look, there's a weird thing with the weird ship tracks in here. Let me back it out and we'll see what it turned into today. So now it's like pulling from all kinds of different ways. And look, we got tons of aerosols being deployed up here in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. I mean, they're just doing a grid pattern. There's no, you know, commercial flights that are flying these past. This is a complete grid to send a system over to Europe. That's where this is going. And look, we can go straight on over. And look, they're gridding like crazy out here. So they're getting ready to change the weather patterns. That'd be the only reason they'd be hitting this system so hard. They're trying to bump some air pressures around. So they're trying to force some stuff over. Well, we got big liners over here. We got square clouds. Big liners coming out here. Looks like, I can't tell if that's a shadow or a second plane. So wow. So UK heads up, you got a incoming weather, all fabricated. Look, they're spraying out here too. They got some kind of DNA looking cloud right there. So heavy aerosols headed for Ireland. Then it's going to go on over to the UK. I'm not going to really jump into the Middle East tonight. I just want to check Australia real quick. Still got the spraying operations up here over the north. You got some fires going on. Of course, you got New Zealand down here being poisoned. And the fires are still going up into the north. You got aerosols being deployed up into the north, right where the fires are. Same thing in Australia, Canada, Russia. Where the chemtrails are is where the fires are. Where the weather is where the chemtrails are. It's just they go hand in hand. Let me just check down here if they're still mucking up Florida. Texas looks like they got hit pretty good today. Let's go ahead and go look. Let's jump over here. Yeah, we're trying to wake people up to the aerosols being deployed above our skies. This is not a flat earth channel. We don't talk politics. That just pisses me off. Like, you know, we're trying to wake people up to the chemtrails. Now, if you got somebody blabbing about flat earth, that's going to freak somebody that's new to the subject, that's trying to find out what's going on in their sky. We don't need, you know, if they want to talk flat earth, go to a flat earth channel. That's not what we do here. I've already covered it in previous videos years ago. No need to go back to it. So yeah, we got the big aerosols are being deployed over Texas, over Kansas, Missouri, of course over Idaho. We can see them. Little short segmented sprays over California, just like what happened today in Missouri. Spraying over Oklahoma, Kansas. All right, let's zoom in, or here, we need to, let me pause this. Let's go check the tropical cyclone page. We'll check on the two hurricanes. Look, they're both going. Hurricane Flossie and Hurricane Eric. Let me click this. We'll get this into the, see if anything has changed here. We know the one should dissipate. Look at that. They got it going up to a category 5 now, or a category 4. But it's going to go right south of Hawaii. Let me zoom this out a little more. Yeah, so now, you know, it was going to dissipate back in here. Now it's going to be coming through at a Cat 2. So parts of Hawaii, you're going to be getting hit with waves, wind, and rain. We'll check the amounts here in a minute. We'll see what this one looks like on the IR water vapor. So there's the other hurricane. The other one actually looked like it was going to be more powerful. Oh man, there's so many goals of the chemtrails. That's all. It's part of the New World Order. It's part of the depopulation program. They want to push the transhumanism. Look, all people are transhumans and don't even know it. If you, like Soros has had, you know, when he was alive, I think he's dead, but he had like 7 heart transplant. If you've had a hip replacement, if you had any kind of surgery where they've implanted something into your body, you're a transhuman. It's just the beginning. It's a eugenics program. It's all kinds of things. Everything is multifaceted. The Georgia Guidestones, New World Order. So yeah, that thing's really starting. Whoa, they're pulsing that thing. What? Let me take these tracks off. That's crazy. Hold on, I got to zoom in on that. That is nuts. You know, they're basically terraforming the earth, and they're going to depopulate as they go. And then all these psychopath rich people will be implanting their brains into the computers so they can live forever. Wow, why is it not loading? Let me see if I can get the other one to load. It sucks I gotta move these over because it creates a new box. Let me take off the tracks. So I guess that kind of might have been an eye wall replacement, but man, it looks like they're definitely affecting this thing with some low frequencies. In fact, let's check the mimic here. Let's get the last 48 hours while we're waiting on that to load. See, now this one's going to be weaker. This is the second one. Let's zoom out so we can see the path a little bit better. Yeah, they're not even showing. Look, it's going to go from a 1 to a 2 to a 1 now, man. These things have changed a lot. We'll check it on the earth null. So here we're looking at the mimic on that one. Whoa, so it's like going through an eye wall replacement right now. All right, we're going to check the actual mimic. It's like the GIF file quit working. Wow. Oh yeah, they definitely exploded that thing up. So we got a little bit of stitching errors in here on top of it. Let me see if I can get a little bit better view on this. Yeah, people don't realize, you know, if you've had some kind of, if you got a pacemaker or anything like that, you're already a transhuman. You didn't even know it. It's just like the beginning. It's like the testings. Oh, I see something. So you got the ionospheric heater over here in Peru. Wonder why we're getting a pretty convenient. We're getting the stitching errors. So this one actually got blew apart as this one got a little stronger. It might be the dust coming in from the Saharas that is weakening the second hurricane. So yeah, we're definitely going to get some heavy rain up in Hawaii. Let's go look at this on the tropical tidbits. Here we are. We got this mimic going now. And sometimes we can tell when they hit this thing with the low frequencies because it'll pick it up on here. And I mean, you'll be able to tell it's freaked out. Just letting this run through. See if we spot any kind of manipulation. Looks like they had like a ray gun on that thing over here. So yeah, it went through an eye wall replacement right there. So now the eye wall is starting to form back up. So now it's going to be a little stronger. Oh, it's actually doing a second eye wall replacement. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's jump over to the tropical tidbit page. Oh, my shortcut is missing. Oh, there it was. Let's go ahead and check the spaghetti noodles and all that stuff. So starting out with Hurricane Eric, it's 160 nautical miles. Maximum winds 15 nautical miles, 952 millibars, 115 mile an hour wind gusts. So all the models are pretty much making it go south of Hawaii, except for that one. And then we got Hurricane Flossie or Flossie. We'll see where the models are going on this one. Oh, this one here, quite a few of them are showing it hit Hawaii. Let me see what the, but this one should be a little weaker. But man, if they get a double whammy from 2 hurricanes, that will be pretty bad. Just the flooding part of it, mudslides. So what are they showing here? So by 2 p.m. So it's not really showing if it's a category whatever by then. Alright, so it's moving at 14 miles an hour. What was the other one moving? Wow, they don't have that. That's crazy. They don't have that information. Here, let's go to the forecast models. And let me try to get it on the right area. So we'll probably use this one. See if this one will work. Ooh, so there we go. Alright, let's take this up. Pressure dropping down to 961. So this could be pretty powerful. Then here comes the second hurricane. So we'll check the rain amounts here in a second. So it's definitely, the first one's not going to be a direct hit, but it's still pretty dang close that you're going to get the winds and waves. And the second one is actually heading right for Hawaii. That thing is going right into Hawaii. So the second one, it's just going to be a low pressure though. Let's hope it stays on that, where it dies back down before it gets there. Let's check the total amounts of rain. So let's go ahead and take this on up. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some serious flooding over the volcanoes there in the Big Island. So the Big Island is the target. Let me zoom in on this so you guys can see this a little better. So here's the Big Island right here. Now watch when I go up. Let me back it back up. So we can see the first hurricane, the rain amounts. So yeah, you're going to be getting hit with the first hurricane. And then here comes the second hurricane. And then the rain skyrocket. So this is showing up to 24 inches of rain. Kind of like the same flooding that just went on in Arkansas. So yeah, the Big Island, you're in for some heavy amounts of rain, heavy flooding. So heads up. So this is by August 6th is when the main rain hits. So between August, I mean, you're going to start getting hit by the second the rain's going to start hitting, and then go right on up all the way to the 15th. Let's go ahead and check the Canadian model and see what it's saying. Hey, thanks there, Cynthia. Man, we need to, somebody needs to leave or come in here. I just looked at the amount. Oh, there it jumped. Thank gosh. All right, so here's the Canadian model. It don't go up as far, but let's just see what it's showing on the total rain amounts. Here, I'm just going to pull it up. It's running too slow. So it's a really simple GIF file that we can't get to load. Well, the first thing you have to do is get enough people aware it's going on. You have to have people stand up. You have to have people go to the town hall meetings. I mean, you need to like make it standing room, like nobody could even get in there no more. That's what needs to happen. It's the power of people, just like they did in Arizona, like the clip we play all the time. But you got to have the numbers. I mean, there's tons of activists out there, tons of people doing stuff, but they're not all coming together. That's the problem. There's not enough people on the same side right now. That's what we're trying to change. All right, so heads up for Hawaii, man. You guys are in for a rough ride. Good, gets us back on the GFS. Now I notice ScrewTube is really screwing with everybody out here. Like, we've lost a couple hundred subs. We were up to 52,000 and it dropped down to 58 today. Like, it's just ridiculous. And they're changing everything. They're changing the way you got to upload videos. I mean, they're just ruining YouTube. That's why we're going to probably move over to DLive and Twitch, because YouTube's just getting out of hand. All right, so right where the aerosols have been deployed today, the little segmented spraying, that's where the rain's coming. I can't believe this thing isn't loading. All right, so we're getting rain here in the Midwest. Look, they're drying out Oregon, Washington, California, and Nevada. So all that spraying going on in Nevada is for Colorado. What is wrong with this thing? All right, so here we go. They're going to flood Kansas City out again with about 5 inches of rain. So it looks like the targets are still the same from the 16-day forecast. So really, we're looking at not a whole lot of rain over the next couple weeks. This is like maybe 5 inches of rain. No, probably no spraying over here. No rain, no spraying. That's the way it works. All right, we'll dig into that later. Let's go ahead and jump over here. And I want to go look up at we want to go to the north, or to the west, up northwest, way up here. I'm pretty sure I stream over at BitChute. I think I have a link for BitChute down in there. Yeah, I do have a BitChute channel, Kart Racer. Yeah, all the links for the other channels are down in the description. And we may even go try to do a live stream over on the backup channel, maybe sometime this week. So if we're not here live, we'll be live over on the backup channel. We'll do the same show, but just do it over there. So they're still spraying the same areas as they was yesterday. So they're getting ready to make a pattern change in the weather. Maybe they're going to start getting it into fall. Just got to wait on this to load. There's that moon going by, or whatever the hell that is. So just mega spraying operations up here. Now I want to kind of zoom out and see if we can spot any kind of bunker fuel being deployed. Definitely see the aerosols. I know I had a comment Oh, we got ship tracks down here off the Bajas again. Well, I know I had a comment on a video a couple days ago on BitChute, and I didn't upload it there, but it was a recent video, so I don't know. All the dark blue lines are the chemtrails, the lighter lines, all these man, there's a big operation down here with the ships. It's barely coming in, but it's huge. We'll let this thing load up all the way. Yeah, DLive's kind of freaky to get used to, and it works different on a phone than it does on a computer. Like you can't watch the replays on a phone. You have to go there on a computer. Here, we can jump over there real quick and just check it out so you can see what it looks like. It's way better quality than YouTube. I mean, way better. So we'll jump over here to, this is what it looks like on the computer. It'll look different on the phone, but it's pretty freaky because it's way different than like YouTube. This is kind of a gamer type platform. But you have tons of the usuals over here. Like here we are. We got 60 people over here watching right now. I don't see Dabu live or anybody right off the bat here. So let's go ahead and click on it. The quality is like way better. If it'll let me click on it. And what's cool about this is if you watch a lot of videos, you can earn, you can earn, they call them Lino points, or it's like a Bitcoin thing. Hey, everybody out there at DLive. But like I can give away these points and you can actually make money watching videos. So that's kind of freaking it out. So let me go to here. So it's this is like the, like your command center here. But it's a pretty cool platform. It's just hard to get used to. Like I don't even know how to do a whole lot on here yet. So we got 8 subscribers. We got 860 followers and 52 people watching now. Welcome in there on the DLive. And then people can donate to us. They donate lemons and Lamborghinis and all kinds of weird stuff. And then you can turn them in. If you need money, you can turn them in so you can actually make money watching videos. So it's pretty cool. Different kind of deal for everybody. But the quality is just way better. If you're watching live and it's not all fuzzy, it actually looks clear just like my screen. And you get to send memes and all that crazy stuff on there. So it's a lot different, hard to get used to, especially if you're an old timer. So heavy aerosols up here. We got bunker fuel being deployed way down south. And we got to check the earth null real quick, and then we're going to probably call it a show. Get a little tired here. Alright, let's go ahead and check the polar vortex winds. We're going to check to see if there's any kind of rapid heating events. Now that we know they're going into twilight, there should be no reason for a heating event to happen up in the northern hemisphere. But we're still getting one. So we still got a big like heat dome over the Arctic. Whoa. You don't think they're hitting this with some kind of frequencies? Look at that. It's like a bullseye around that thing. That is freaky looking. If you remember yesterday, as we went down to the jet stream, there was a heating event. and it's not there. Let me go back to yesterday. See if yeah, there they are. See, there, you would think a cyclone in the eye wall would not be cold. It should be hot because the sun would be beaming down through that hole, but this is showing it is hot. Let's check the temperature. Minus 24. There's no way that's right. That is weird. Let's check the ocean wave heights. So right now we're looking at 42.3 foot seas out here. Let's take this up another day. So yeah, it's gonna, the wave height's gonna go down a little bit tomorrow. Hey, thanks there. Scion at Liberty. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that one's putting out to 32. So you're definitely gonna get, you know, waves crashing in to the east side of Hawaii, and then you got this second system coming in. Yeah, D-Live is kind of hard to figure out, but I mean, the more you, it's just like anything, the more you get on there, the easier it'll get over time. I'm telling you, they're ruining YouTube. It's going to be worthless here pretty soon. They're just going to ruin it. In fact, they already have. So we can see the fire still going on in Alaska, Canada. Russia's completely on fire. Looks like Mongolia is on fire. High amounts of carbon monoxide at the surface all along the east coast. Let's go ahead and check the carbon dioxide. High levels down there in California. Hey, thanks there, dump truck Dave. Much love out there. Yeah, I got bad air quality. So why is NASA flying over the volcanoes, but they're not flying where the fire smoke is? That tells you right there. You gotta watch them, man. You can track them on that flight 24, see where they're going. Now that everybody knows that they're up there, maybe we can foil their plans. Let's go ahead and check this dust out. We've been getting hit wave after wave with this Sahara dust. Hey, thanks there, Bill. Much love out there. Thanks. So yeah, we got this next monster wave of dust coming all the way 5,000 miles away, all the way over here. And that's definitely what's going to slow that second hurricane, hopefully, down. This is where I got my cough from. The first wave of this Sahara dust was a huge flume. And a lot of people got a chest infection from this stuff. And I just have not been able to detox mine all the way out. But we got another big wave coming. So anyway, we're going to be getting choked out here in another couple days. It's not going to take us all the way up. But one thing, when you got this much dust out here, no hurricanes are going to form in this area. Not with all that dust. It's just not even possible. Too many particulates. There couldn't be enough heating. This is just like spraying a chemtrail in the sky. It's blocking out the sun. Can't heat stuff up. And most likely this is probably engineered. I wouldn't doubt it one bit. Let's check the PM 2.5s. Man, this thing's really running slow. So yeah, that's some pretty toxic stuff. This is a carcinogen, so this is all the carcinogens in the air over America. It's really high down there in Florida and over in the Bajas. I don't know what's going on down there, but it's looking pretty nasty. You can see what the fires are doing. Oh wow, the Go 17 went down for a minute. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and call this a show. Thanks out there, Super Chat. Much love out there. Thanks to everybody that shares this information out. They keep unsubscribing everything. We got to keep sharing it. We got to beat the algorithms, or we're just going to go backwards continually. Hopefully we can get to a certain point. We can get past the algorithms. I don't know. Anyway, guys, much love. We'll catch you tomorrow night, God willing. Here we go. Let's hit the song Rise. It's going to have to happen soon. Anyway, guys, good night. Here we go. Taco Tuesday out.